I'm going to be ranking the best diamond cards in NBA 2K23. My team, we have a tier list here ranking from S that goes all the way down to D tier, and we have about 25 to 30 of the best diamond cards in the game. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below who are some of your guys' favorite diamond cards in my team right now, and let me know what you guys would change about my tier list. But looking at the first card here is going to be Diamond OG Anunoby. I would say he's probably going to be in that B tier category. He is a very solid small 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan. He does have an 88 3 ball, 88 mid range. He can play some really good defense. 87 block, 84 steal, 92 lateral quickness, 92 perimeter with an 84 interior defense. But I would say the best thing about this OG card is when you come to the animation screen, he does have one of the not best jump shots in the game, but he does have a very good release on quick timing, and he does have the MJ dribble style, which is the best dribble style in the game, and he does have the normal leaner as well. And something not that many people notice is he does have the Steph Curry behind the back, or at least I should say moving behind the back, and that's one of the best in my team right now. So overall, this card is a very good diamond small forward, and I would say he's going to be in that B tier category. Now talking about Diamond Carmelo, I would say he's probably going to be in that C tier spot. He does still have a really good jump shot, but he is going to be a liability on the defensive end. Now his pink diamond is a whole different story, obviously not on this tier list because it's a diamond tier list, but his pink diamond one is a really elite card. But I think his diamond is still very solid. He's 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan. His stats aren't bad, it's just defensively he's really going to be a bad defender, but jump shot wise has one of the fastest jump shots in the game and one of the easiest jump shots to green in my team, at least in my opinion. And he does have the MJ dribble style and the normal leaner, so card's going to be great offensively even at the diamond tier. But I think at the small forward spot I would rather a guy like OG Anunoby, and another small forward that I'd rather over these two guys is going to be Diamond Jonathan Isaac. I would say for diamond cards he's going to be in the A tier category. I don't think he's S tier, because if you guys don't know, S tier is going to be my top 5 diamond cards in the game, so I don't think he's going to be a top 5 diamond, but I do think he's very elite, especially at the small forward position. Honestly, one of the best diamond cards in the game. He's 6'11" with a 7'2" wingspan. He's going to give you some amazing all-around defense, 93 block, 89 steal, 92 lateral quickness, 88 perimeter, 88 interior defense. Like, he's just a great defender, Hall of Fame challenger, chase on artist, off-ball pass, pogo stick, workhorse, and then everything else he's going to be very decent at. He can knock down threes, take people off the dribble, and all around just be a very good small forward. So for me, for diamond cards, he's going to be in that A tier category. Now talking about Diamond DeJounte Murray, I would say he's probably going to be in the C tier, maybe B tier category. I think for now I'm gonna keep him in C tier. He's still a very good point guard, but I do think there's some better diamond point guards that we'll obviously talk about later in the video. Now Diamond Thurl Bailey, I do believe is going to be our first S tier diamond card. I mean, he is an absolute beast at the small forward spot. He is basically just a budget pink diamond Giannis. He's also 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan, but he can play the small forward and power forward position, and he does have Hall of Fame claim breaker and quick first step, which is insane for a 6'11" small forward. And then stats wise, he's going to be super well rounded, a great defender because of his player model, his wingspan. But the thing about this Thurl Bailey card is he has one of the best jump shots, especially for your small forward or power forward. He has his Romeo Langford base, which is on some really good cards in my team this year. For example, Mike Miller, Rex Chapman, Sean Kemp all have great jump shots, and that's because of the Romeo Langford base. So this Thurl Bailey card I'm going to be an amazing slasher, great defender, and can knock down the 3 at a very high level. So for me, he is going to be the first S tier diamond card. Now talking about Diamond Donovan Mitchell, I do believe he's a little bit better than DeJounte Murray. So I'd say for me, he's probably going to be in that B tier category. Yes, he's 6'1", but he does have a 6'10" wingspan, and overall, I still think is a very elite point guard. Now talking about Diamond Giannis, I do think he's going to be on the same level as a guy like Jonathan Isaac. I think Thurl Bailey is a lot better, or I wouldn't say a lot better, but I do think he's a decent amount better because of his jump shot being better, higher 3 ball, and all around I just feel like he's a better card. But this Diamond Giannis definitely going to be at least in the A tier category. Now Diamond Draws and Petrovic, honestly guys, I think is going to have to be in the D tier category. This card, I mean, stats and badges wise is actually very good, but his jump shot is god awful. Like, we take a look at the stats, he can't really dunk the ball that well. Only 65 driving dunk, 87 speed, 87 acceleration, so a little bit slow for your shooting guard. But yes, he does have a 97 3 ball, 95 mid-range, Hall of Fame blinders, catch and shoot, limitless range. But this jump shot, I don't know if it's the base, I don't know if it's the upper, whatever jump shot this is, it is super slow, and you feel like you can't even get your jump shot off in time. So he might as well have a 63 ball and no shooting badges at all. So for me, he's only going to be a decent defender, and he's only 6'5" with the shooting guard spot. So all around, I think he's honestly one of the worst diamond cards on this list. Now talking about Diamond Evan Mobley, I think he's also going to be in the A tier category. I'm not sure if he's going to be in the S tier category. Maybe we'll put him up there later in the video, but it's going to be a very good power forward, and he can run the center position as well, being a really elite defender. Now, talking about Diamond Eddie Jones, I would say just like his other takeover card, from season 2, I think him and OG are going to be very, very similar cards, both great two-way cards. Can knock down the 3 at a high level and play some really good defense. I think for me, they're both going to be in that B tier category. Now, Diamond Stephon Marbury, he might honestly be in the S tier category, but for now, I'm going to just have him in the A tier spot. He is an elite point guard, honestly one of the best in the game, even though he's only a diamond card. Like, he is basically just a budget Gary Payton, and you could honestly argue maybe he's even a little bit better. He's 6'3" with a 6'4" wingspan. I mean, the card's going to be an elite defender, 94 steal, 95 lateral quickness, 95 perimeter, and offensively, I mean, he's got 95 speed, 95 acceleration, so he's gonna be fast with the ball in his hands, having Hall of Fame clamp breaker, quick first step, and then he does also have Hall of Fame challenger, glove, and some really good gold defensive badges. So I mean, this card's gonna be very well rounded. He's got a good jump shot as well, having the D Rose base, and he does have the Trae Young dribble style, one of the best dribble styles in the game. So this Stephon Marbury card, he can do everything on the court at a very high level, but he's gonna be a great lockdown defender, especially for diamond cards. Now, talking about Diamond Al Horford, I think he's also going to be in that B tier category, at least for centers and power forwards. I don't think he's on the same level as guys like Jonathan Isaac, Evan Mobley, and Giannis as well. I think he's just one tier below those guys, but still a very good all-around power forward. Now, talking about Diamond De'Aaron Fox, I think he's maybe a little bit below a guy like Marbury. I do think he's better than DeJounte Murray, so I think DeJounte Murray going to be a little bit below, Donovan Mitchell, De'Aaron Fox, and then obviously 2 tiers below a guy like Marbury. I think you can maybe have DeJounte in B tier. Maybe we'll move him up later in the video, but I think for now, he's going to have to be in the C tier spot. Now, talking about Diamond Rudy Gay, 1000% going to be in the A tier category, possibly going to be moved up to S tier later in the video, like this Rudy Gay card. Is an absolute beast at the small forward spot, 6'8" with a 7'3" wingspan. I think he's honestly just a better OG Anunoby. He's going to be an amazing slasher, 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical, having Hall of Fame limitless takeoff and posterizer as well, means he's going to dunk on literally everybody. And we all know Rudy Gay has a great jump shot in my team, and he does have the Trae Young dribble style, so his movement is actually be really good. He can move really well for a small forward, play some elite defense, and has a really good player model in game. So this Rudy Gay card, 1000% going to be in the A tier category. Now, Diamond George Gerving, I think possibly could be in the A tier spot. I think he's going to be high B tier, like legit the best card in B tier right now, but I don't think he's on the same level as guys like Marbury, Giannis, and these guys in A tier, but maybe he'll get moved up later in the video. Now, talking about Diamond Darius Garland, as much as I do think he's a fun card to use, because he definitely is. He has his jump shot and quick timing, he can move really well, and he can 3-hunt at a very high level, but just going to be a liability on the defensive end. I think for me, going to be in the C tier category. Not similar to a guy like DeJounte Murray, but I think for their skill level, going to be on the same tier. Now, talking about Diamond tier, Tyler Hero, I think he's also going to be in that C tier category. Now, I do think he's a better Drazen Petrovic. They're going to be very similar, both shooting guards that do have high 3 balls and are going to be a little bit undersized at the shooting guard spot, both only 6'5" with a 6'3" wingspan. But this card at least has a decent jump shot, right? His jump shot you can actually get off in time, and it's a very solid release. And then defensively, he is glitched, so he's got, a 90 steal, 92 lateral quickness, 89 perimeter, so he can play some defense, and he does have a little bit higher driving dunk at a 75 and 88 speed, 88 acceleration. So I don't think a great card at the diamond tier, but overall, I think he's going to be in the C tier category. Now, Diamond Kristaps, 1000% going to be in the S tier category. I mean, Kristaps is arguably a top 3 center in the game. Some people even think the best center in the game, and he's going to be a diamond. So he's 7'3" with a 7'6" wingspan, and he is definitely the best popper in my team right now. He's got a 93 ball, 90 mid-range, Hall of Fame catch and shoot, corner specialist, dead eye, and Hall of Fame limitless range on your center. That is super nice to have, especially at the center spot, able to, shoot way downtown in the pick and pop, and just from the 3-point line as well, because he does have one of the best jump shots in the game, at least for a center, maybe not overall in the game, but for a center card, gonna have one of the best releases, and then he does have a really good player model and can play some okay defense. So for me, Kristaps, 1000% gonna be in the S tier category. Now, another S tier card, 100%, is the Diamond Shade card, who also is, in my opinion, is the second best center in the game, but I would assume for most people gonna be in the top 3 or top 5 point guards in my team, and he's only a diamond card, and rightfully so. Like, this man is an absolute demigod. Like, he was honestly probably the best card from the Tista season set. He's a point guard, shooting guard, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He's just going to be such an elite point guard. 85 3-ball, 90 mid-range, super fast, 92 speed, 92 acceleration. He's good at going to the rim, 80 driving dunk, 92 vertical. But I think my favorite thing about this card is just how fast he feels on the court. Having the Hall of Fame clamp breaker badge and the Hall of Fame quick first step badge just makes him able to get so many blow by animations and get to the rim with ease. And he does have a really good jump shot as well, well. Having his jump shot on quick time, he makes it a very good release, and he does have the MJ dribble style as well. So movement's going to be good. He's got a great jump shot and can play some solid defense, being 6'6" at the point guard position with some very good overall stats, including 90 perimeter defense, 89 lateral quickness, and an 88 steal. So overall, like I was saying, I think Shai is going to be in the S tier category and probably even the best diamond card in the game. I'd say it's probably between him and Thurl Bailey or Kristaps. Looking at Diamond Kyle Kuzma, I think he's going to be very similar to a guy like Carmelo, but I think he's going to be one tier up from a guy like Carmelo Anthony, just because he does have a little bit more defense, but both going to be known for their jump shots, and that's the reason why they're going to be good cards. Now, Diamond Lance Stevenson, I think is also going to be in the B tier. Actually, no, I think Lance is going to be in C tier. Honestly, there's just some better shooting guards in my team right now, like George Gerving, Eddie Jones. I think are just slightly better than Lance, but I still think Lance is going to be a very solid diamond card. Now, Diamond Lauri Markkanen, this might surprise a lot of people, but I'm gonna go B tier. I think I was gonna put him C tier, but he is better than most of those cards in C, so I would say he's gonna be in the B tier category. Now, Diamond Mike Miller, I think honestly he's gonna have to be in the C tier category. He's a very solid shooting guard. Like, he can knock down threes at a very high level, has a great jump shot, and he's 6'8", but I would like to see him have a little bit more defensive stats, but overall, I would still say really good diamond card. Diamond MPJ, I would also say is going to be in that C tier category. He's a very solid small forward. He's 6'10", can knock down threes at a very high level, has a really good jump shot, but I just think there's better small forwards in the game right now. Guys like OG Anunoby, Lauri Markkanen, Kyle Kuzma, I think are just a little bit better than MPJ. Obi Toppin, I'm going to throw in that B tier category. I do think he's a very solid power forward. He's great at going to the basket and has a really good jump shot. So I'd say for the power forward position, he's going to be in the B tier category. Now, this Diamond Sharif card I think is actually very solid, especially for being a Tuesday takeover card, but I think he's gonna have to be in that C tier category. Talking about this Tom card, I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. Is it like Gugilata? I have no idea how to pronounce it. I probably just absolutely butcher that man's name, but I think he's a solid card. He just came out yesterday. He's a power forward, small forward, 6'9", with a 6'11" wingspan. I mean, the card is just average, stats wise at least, and his jump shot doesn't look to be anything too crazy and doesn't have the normal leaner. So I think he's an overall solid card. He's great at going to the basket, 95 driving dunk, 95 vertical, with having Hall of Fame fast twitch, limitless takeoff, and posterizer as well. So I'd say Tom is going to be in that C tier category, and then Dwayne Wade I think is going to be in the B tier category. So guys, we have to move 2 cards up from A tier into the S tier category to make obviously the top 5 diamond cards in the game. I would say number 1 is going to be Marbury, best diamond point guard in the game, and honestly one of the best cards. And then from this selection, I do think it's really close. I think I'm leaning towards a guy like Evan Mobley, and I'm gonna go with Mobley because of his versatility. I'm also gonna move George Gerving and De'Aaron Fox into that A tier category just to round it off a little bit more. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about my diamond tier list, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.